now we move on to a demo from a project called Vizyon. And as they have put it, Swarm has helped them to offer patients level of services they couldn't get otherwise. Vizyon has been using Swarm for quite some time now and has already been featured at the Swarm Alpha event. So let's see what has happened since in a demonstration that we can now play, please.
Hello, I'm Nicolas from Vizyon. We built a decentralized teleradiology platform using Swarm and Guess to provide better access to medical expertise in France and worldwide. I will first present you what we do with Swarm and then show you a demo of our application. First, what is a teleradiology platform and what do we do? Our job is to connect health actors, ensuring security, integrity, and confidentiality of the data. We link health centers, AI providers, and radiologists to get the best from the human and the machine in order to deliver a medical report to the patient. Our standard workflow is: a patient goes to the center to get an exam. After getting consent, we retrieve their data, anonymize it, and distribute it to specialized AI. Depending on the exam, we call different AIs. Then, we provide the radiologist the result of the AI and the medical data so he can write his own report. Finally, we integrate the radiologist's report in the health facility center system. Our challenges are that we have to integrate with very heterogeneous ecosystem with sometimes very legacy technologies. Machines are on different private networks and actors are geographically decentralized. We started to build the platform in mid-2019 and launched it in production in end 2019 with the pre-beta Swarm version. We are using Swarm and Guess as our core stack for now 3 years and participated at each launch event. Here is some figure on how much we use the platform. So we have treated 17,000 plus patients since the last Swarm beta launch event in February. We plugged in 12 different facilities and 2 hospitals that use our system for fast COVID triage using AI-only workflow. We integrated 4 different types of health systems for automating processes. Finally, a quick example of why using distributed systems like Swarm is essential when managing important data. In March 2021, one of the data centers of OVH caught fire, causing millions of websites to go down, losing data and backup forever. Many people thought it would be impossible, but it happened. We lost half of our machines in OVH in this event, but not only our service has been merely impacted, we haven't lost any data, no medical data were lost during this event. Now, let's start the demo. Here is our main application. We have a radiologist on the left side and the health center on the right side. Everything is recorded simultaneously and the applications are on 2 different machines to mimic the production environment. First, the health center creates the patient and then will add all the necessary medical data. We try to automatize this step as much as possible by being plugged on their system. Usually, the patient is already created with its image and the user just have to add the missing details. The main time bottleneck is because of the blockchain, as we have a 2-second block time. So we have to find tricks to hide it from the user experience, like unlocking the next action, batching, and so on. Then the health center will send the data to the radiologist. The patient appears now on the radiologist's work list. He then can go on by downloading the images of the patient, reading the prescription, the result of the AI, and analyzing the images. Then it will write its report. The radiologist still have to download the images, as he will need to process them inside its own software to add many features by, for example, changing contrast, zooming, and handling all this medical data. Finally, he will send the report to the center. While the patient is being sent, the radiologist can go on to the next patient to avoid the time waiting for the transaction to be included in the chain. The report is then received by the health center and will be integrated in their system. Thanks for watching.
So thank you, Nicolas and Pierre, for this inspiring presentation. I think that when real life cases like these are presented, it really shows the power and potential of the technology. So maybe you could just tune in for a minute. Hi, hello.
Sure. Hi, hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello. So nice to see you. So what are your plans for the future, and where can people get to know more about your project?
So about our project, we have obviously our website, vizyon.ai. We have some LinkedIn, but for now, our project is to continue to use more Swarm using the latest version and implementing more processes inside the Swarm environment. For example, at the last event, the Swarm beta, we were talking about using satellite connection and integrated DICOM viewer. So we managed to use the satellite connection to connect our centers that are in France and sometimes at very, very low bandwidth, which is a very big problem for teleradiology because we are managing big files. And so one of the next projects will be, for example, to have an integrated viewer. So the radiologist will be able to see the images inside his own environment, his own worklist. And we are now working on some way to better implement the result of the AI to really create a pre-report for the radiologist, so the radiologist can really focus on just confirming what the AI said and add his own expertise as well. So and on so everything will be sure on Swarm to handle all the logics, and maybe we'll add handling more data than just the S data, but maybe all data around to offer a better experience to the radiologist, connect to outer world and other processes, other actors, and as well as the health center to manage their environment. What you have to
yes, we because of Swarm, we have been able to deliver an incredible value to our patients, and since the beginning, we are close to many gigabytes, maybe terabyte of medical data shared with Swarm, and delivering value into care of patients. Right now, we have some very interesting nodes with very high latency or with Starlink connected in the mountains. And all of this use the same system, the Swarm system. So we'll continue to use it and develop it. And we have to connect with a huge ecosystem on the main network now that it's live. So let's continue together.
And actually, a few months ago, we made an experiment with a health practitioner on the other side of the world in Haiti.
In Tahiti, in Polynesia, we have a node running there also in the data center, also in Hawaii, to deliver good data throughput for the radiologists that are doing some Nighthawk in the other part of the world. So it scales very well.
Thank you. That is very nice to hear. So we have to stress, right, that you have your own Swarm subnetwork, so you're not working currently on the mainnet, but you have it. I think that it proves the technology, what the technology is capable of, nevertheless, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you.